Nearly 2,000 years ago, at the edge of the Bay of Naples, the Roman city of Pompeii lived an ordinary day that would become one of the most extraordinary moments in human history. Nestled beneath the gentle slopes of Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii was a thriving urban center of roughly 20,000 people, connected to the wider Roman world through trade, culture, and imperial power. Its streets echoed with the sounds of merchants calling out prices, craftsmen shaping metal and stone, children playing near fountains, and citizens gathering in bathhouses and forums. No one living there could have imagined that their city, shaped by centuries of Roman life, would soon be sealed in ash and silence, preserved not as a ruin slowly worn by time, but as a frozen moment captured by catastrophe. Pompeii's location had always been both a gift and a danger. The volcanic soil surrounding Vesuvius was rich and fertile, supporting vineyards, olive groves, and farms that fueled the local economy. Earthquakes were known in the region, including a major one in 62 CE that damaged many buildings in the city. Repairs were still underway nearly 2 decades later, reminding Pompeii's residents that the ground beneath them was unstable. Yet volcanoes were poorly understood in the Roman world, and Vesuvius itself was considered dormant, its green slopes giving no obvious warning of the destruction it concealed. In late August of 79 CE, or possibly in early autumn according to more recent evidence, Vesuvius erupted with devastating force. The eruption began suddenly, sending a towering column of ash, gas, and rock high into the sky. This plume rose miles above the mountain, spreading pumice and ash across the surrounding region. From Pompeii, the cloud would have appeared immense and terrifying, yet at first many residents chose to stay. Ash fell lightly at first, covering roofs and streets, while earthquakes shook the ground. Some people gathered belongings and fled, while others sought shelter indoors, believing the danger would pass as previous earthquakes had. As the hours wore on, conditions worsened. Pumice stones rained down more heavily, crushing roofs and blocking streets. Breathing became difficult as ash filled the air, and darkness fell even during the day. Pompeii was slowly being buried, layer by layer, in volcanic debris. Then came the most lethal phase of the eruption. In the early hours of the following day, superheated clouds of gas and ash, known as pyroclastic surges, swept down the slopes of Vesuvius at terrifying speed. These surges engulfed Pompeii, killing those who remained almost instantly through extreme heat and suffocation. Within a short span of time, the city was silent, sealed beneath several meters of volcanic material. Unlike many ancient cities destroyed by war or abandonment, Pompeii was not rebuilt on top of its ruins. Its sudden burial protected buildings, objects, and even organic material from the effects of weather, erosion, and later human activity. Over time, memory of the city faded. Ancient writers like Pliny the Younger, who witnessed the eruption from across the bay, described the disaster vividly, but Pompeii itself slipped from view. Fields and vineyards covered the site, and its exact location gradually became forgotten. Pompeii remained hidden for more than 16 centuries until accidental discoveries in the late 16th century hinted at something buried beneath the ground. Systematic excavations did not begin until the 18th century under the rule of the Kingdom of Naples. As workers dug into the hardened ash, they uncovered walls, frescoes, streets, and inscriptions, revealing a Roman city preserved in remarkable detail. What emerged was not a grand imperial capital, but a living town, intimate and human, filled with traces of everyday life. Walking through Pompeii today offers an unparalleled window into the ancient world. Stone-paved streets still bear deep ruts carved by cartwheels.
Stepping stones rise above the road surface, allowing pedestrians to cross when streets flooded with water or waste. Shops open directly onto the street, their counters and storage jars still in place. In some bakeries, millstones and ovens remain exactly where they were left, while carbonized loaves of bread have been found preserved by the heat of the eruption. The homes of Pompeii range from modest apartments to large, elegant villas decorated with vibrant frescoes and intricate mosaics. These artworks depict mythological scenes, landscapes, and moments of daily life, offering insight into Roman tastes, beliefs, and social values. Courtyards open to the sky, centered around gardens and fountains, revealing how architecture balanced public display and private comfort. Graffiti scratched into walls records jokes, political slogans, declarations of love, and advertisements, giving voice to individuals otherwise lost to history. Public life in Pompeii was rich and active. The Forum served as the city's political, religious, and commercial heart, surrounded by temples, administrative buildings, and markets. Bath complexes, some lavishly decorated, played a central role in social life, offering spaces for exercise, relaxation, and conversation. The amphitheater, one of the oldest surviving stone examples in the Roman world, hosted gladiatorial games that drew large crowds and intense local rivalries. These structures show that Pompeii was fully integrated into Roman culture, sharing its institutions and spectacles. Religion permeated daily life in Pompeii, blending official Roman gods with local and household worship. Temples honored major deities such as Jupiter, Apollo, and Venus, the city's patron goddess. Smaller shrines, known as Luraria, were found in homes and shops, dedicated to protective spirits of the household. This mix of public and private belief reflects a world where religion was not separated from everyday activity, but woven into it. One of the most haunting aspects of Pompeii is the evidence of its final moments. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered voids in the ash where human bodies had decomposed, leaving empty spaces in the hardened volcanic material. By pouring plaster into these cavities, they created casts that captured the shapes and postures of the victims at the moment of death. These figures show people shielding their faces, clinging to loved ones, or collapsing in exhaustion, transforming abstract tragedy into deeply personal human stories. Pompeii also challenges long-held assumptions about Roman society. Excavations have revealed the presence of women in business, freed slaves rising to prominence, and a complex social hierarchy that extended beyond simple elite and poor divisions. Taverns, brothels, and entertainment venues illustrate aspects of urban life often overlooked in traditional historical narratives. At the same time, evidence of inequality, slavery, and harsh living conditions reminds us that Roman prosperity was not shared equally. Despite its extraordinary preservation, Pompeii does not offer perfect clarity. The very disaster that preserved the city also destroyed much, and interpretation is shaped by modern perspectives. Early excavations often prioritized art and spectacle over careful documentation, and some finds were removed or damaged. Today, archaeologists use advanced techniques, including ground-penetrating radar, chemical analysis, and digital modeling, to better understand the site while preserving it for the future. Pompeii's story continues to evolve as new discoveries are made. Recent excavations have uncovered previously unknown rooms, inscriptions, and human remains, refining our understanding of the eruption's timeline and its impact. Evidence suggests that some victims survived the initial ashfall, only to be killed later by the deadly surges, highlighting the prolonged and complex nature of the disaster. These findings remind us that Pompeii is not a finished story, but an ongoing dialogue between past and present. Beyond its archaeological importance, Pompeii holds a powerful place in human imagination. It represents both the fragility of civilization and the endurance of human presence. The city was destroyed in a matter of hours, yet its preservation allows modern viewers to connect intimately with lives lived 2 millennia ago. Pompeii does not show emperors at the height of their power, but ordinary people in their homes, workplaces, and streets, caught between routine and catastrophe. The lost world of Pompeii was not lost entirely. Frozen in ash, it waited patiently beneath the earth, carrying messages across time. Through its streets and ruins, we are reminded that history is not only written in grand events,